welcome back. She's marking the 2-year anniversary of a wake-up call to a healthier life.
And now author Jayne Jones is known as the sugar-free baker, the no-sugar baker, that is. She joins us now to talk a little bit about her cookbook and her health journey. Good morning, Jayne.
Hey, good morning. How are you two?
Good. Okay, so let's talk first about the path that led you to, wow, all those delicious looking things in front of you. But it was really a wake-up call for you on your 45th birthday, right?
Oh my gosh, huge wake-up call. So I thought I had the flu, right? So my husband and parents, we thought it was just a good old-fashioned flu. I fought it for about 2 weeks. Finally, my husband, who's an avid golfer, decided, you know, I'm sick and tired of being your nurse. I want to go golfing. So he left me. The second he left, I was in the kitchen, right at the sink over here, throwing up continuously. He came home and he's like, how long has that been happening? I'm like, well, ever since you left. He's like, that's it, you're going to the emergency room. He dragged me to the emergency room where, I'm embarrassed to tell you, my blood pressure was 285 over 185. My glucose level was close to 600. You're supposed to be like around 100. Nobody ever mentioned the D word to me before, diabetes, not one person. The ER physician told me, she diagnosed me and said this, you've been severely diabetic for about 15 years, I figure. She said, for the rest of your life, you need to eat lean meats and salads. Well, friends, I'm a Minnesota girl who loves tater tot hot dish, peanut butter cup bars, chocolate chip cookies. I love being in the kitchen. So I had to figure out a way to get myself back in the kitchen. But in 3 months, I lost 60 pounds. My vision went back to 2020. I lost it for about 3 weeks. When I first got sick, I lost it for 3 weeks. Medicine-free, sugar-free, insulin-free, and I'm back in the kitchen, and I'm loving it completely. And guess what? I heard you guys talk about how how can you possibly have the sweet and the savory combined together. You don't miss it at all. I'm feeling better than I've ever felt my entire life.
Oh, girl, let me tell you, I am a Minnesota girl, too, and I ate plenty of hot dish in the church basement. Okay,
I think we all did.
So I'm just going to say that. Why do you include the No Regrets title, or as part of the cookbook title?
Well, I think I kind of just answered it for you, because literally, everybody always says to me, like, you know, did you see the signs? Did you see the warning signs? Well, now looking back on it, oh my gosh, now I see the signs completely. My parents see the signs. My husband saw the signs, but we didn't do anything about it at the time, right? I'm not 2 steps back. I'm always 2 steps forward, okay? So I have zero regrets. I'm feeling better than I've ever felt. And let me tell you something. When you lose your eyesight for 3 weeks and you can't see your Wisconsin girl on the volleyball court, listen, that scares the bejesus out of you, and you never want to feel that way again. The second now my body gets sugar, even like natural sugar, my vision starts to get blurry and starts to go. I never want to feel that way ever again in my life.
Yeah.
What kinds of recipes will we find in the book?
Okay, for you Wisconsin folks, you know what we got? It's the very first one I ever made. Cheeseburger soup. You are going to love it. It will knock your flip-flops off. It is so good, so creamy. Of course, the No Sugar Baker lasagna, because, hey, growing up in Minnesota, who doesn't love a pan of lasagna? So to figure out a way to make it without using noodles, and we did just that with cheese. So it's a cream cheese along with mozzarella cheese that makes the egg, with eggs, makes the noodle. We got the No Sugar Baker cinnamon rolls, the No Sugar Baker caramel rolls, of course, cheesecake, and then, hey, we got dessert like you wouldn't believe. Chocolate chip cookies. I make a No Sugar Baker chocolate chip peanut butter bacon cookies.
All right, I'm officially hungry, and I'm not going to have any regrets trying this cookbook. But could you walk us through a popsicle, no sugar popsicle recipe? Because I think this would be great for the kiddos.
So here's how the popsicle came to be. So I had a bunch of kids kids and camp counselors from juvenile type 1 juvenile diabetes camps who said, hey, look, we love what you're doing for people that have type 2 diabetes, but lots of kids have juvenile diabetes or diagnosed type 1. They love the cookbook. So we decided to do a summer treat for kids. Kids can actually make it. So here's what you're going to do. Berries. Fruit usually is full of sugar, right? So I have to watch what I do when it comes to berries. So it's about 1 cup of fresh sliced strawberries, 1 equal measurement of fresh blueberries. I love the red, white, and blue together. So here comes the white. I never knew this existed. It's unsweetened coconut cream. So let me tell you, it almost makes the popsicle taste like a ice cream meets a popsicle. So you're going to put in about 1/4 cup of that unsweet coconut cream. You can find it at the grocery store. It's super easy to find. Along with a little bit of citrus, here comes the lemon juice. Now this one gets tricky. It's ice cold water. And then, by the luck of God, I found at the grocery store a product called Sweetener. It's an all-natural sweetener. I happen to use their confectioner's sweetener for this choice. It's made out of root vegetables. it doesn't taste like garbage. It doesn't have that acid taste, so it's all natural. And it doesn't raise your blood sugar at all. And for popsicles, it doesn't give that greeny, icy taste that you can actually sometimes get. So add that. Now, kids and adults, trick of the trade. Don't forget to put the cover on the blender. Blend it, mix it really well. And then, look what I found at the dollar store. It's the old-fashioned popsicle mold right here. It was 99 cents. Pour it in, freeze it overnight. And then this is the beauty you're going to get right here. And let me tell you, when I say to you, it is like ice cream meets a popsicle. It is a hit. And I know we're like right on the thrust of going back to school, right?
Yeah.
So in front of us, too, we have the No Sugar Baker pumpkin chocolate chip mini muffin, which is good for the school bus, also good for the lunchroom. And you know what? Pumpkin's in front of the diabetic, along with I'll have the good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie. We got you covered. And let me tell you, you won't have any regrets either.
And I bet when we make those recipes, nobody's going to even know that they're sugar-free. Okay,
Exactly.
The Cookbook of Healthy Living and No Regrets, the most important part of that title, is available now. Jayne, congrats on your health journey and also the book. Thanks for joining us.
You know, this is one cookbook.
NoSugarBaker.com is where you want to go.
Oh, all right. There's that, too. NoSugarBaker.com. All right. Minnesota lady. I love it. All right. Coming up tomorrow on Local 5 Live, practice your snaps.